What's going on, everybody? This is Jayden, and welcome back to a new episode inside the Time Lords podcast. I am joined with Wolifee and Nindra. Hello, everybody.
Hello there.
Hi.
Hello. So it has been like what, 2 or 3 months since we've done
10,000
this.
years.
It's been like 3 months since we've done this, which really feels like a very long time. But we are back with season 1, episode 9, and episode 10, the two-parter of the empty child and the doctor dances. And
Hey.
we were supposed to do this like 2 months ago, so I think Ninja, have you rewatched it since then, or did you only rewatch it that one time when I told you to?
I'm gonna be honest, I only watched it then, but I have got a lot of notes.
All right, and Wolfie probably rewatched it like 4 years ago and is relying on his
No,
memory.
Actually, for once, I watched it this morning.
Ah, okay.
So, although I was interrupted a lot.
Oh,
But yeah.
I watched the empty child last night, and then the doctor dances this morning. So how do we do this? It's been forever. All right. Oh yeah. So we do the intro. Now we go to the comment section. Now we got one comment, from 3 months
Did we?
ago. Yeah.
Oh,
All
wow.
right. So I'm gonna read this. Okay. It's by Durach. I don't know how to say his name. In the original timeline, Pete was killed in a different location. In the new timeline, he gets knocked down right outside the church. So I presume word of what happened the first time wouldn't have gotten to Jackie until after the ceremony. Whereas by the end of this episode, they all witness it. But I don't think they just went, oh, well, that's a bit crap. LOL, sorry, Jackie. All right, back to the wedding. Which that does make sense. Because I think we were talking about, like, why would they still go to the wedding in the original timeline if they knew, what's his name, Pete wasn't there?
I think I zoned out the entire podcast last time. so
Last
I don't
time?
have a clue what any of that's about. Yeah, I just don't think I paid any attention.
I think the last
So I can't
podcast,
remember any of it.
the last podcast we did was live, but this one isn't.
Was it?
Yeah, we did a live stream last time.
Oh. Okay.
All right, so let's get into the episode. So, did you guys find any fun facts?
Let me just look through the random Doctor Who book I've got.
Oh, all right. I'll say my fun fact. I got two. So, this was the first episode to feature. Well, I'm pretty sure the first episode to feature John Barrowman as Captain Jack Harkness, and then my second
Oh,
one
yes.
is the first episode that Stephen Moffat wrote. Is that right?
Yeah.
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 And
Wait, I mean, technically, did he do? He did Curse of Fatal Death, didn't he?
Oh, yeah.
So
Is that
I guess it's the first.
For Modern
I guess
Who?
it's the first like
It's-
actual episode that he did.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what that was. What did he write?
Oh, you'll find it eventually.
A what?
It was a children and was it? I think it was like a comic relief sketch.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's amazing.
Is it
So,
in Doctor Who?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Rowan Atkinson. It's an
Yeah.
amazing.
Oh.
Yeah, I do. It depends what sort of person you are if you call it canon or not. But
Oh.
it's just brilliant.
And then I also wrote down that he did a great job because it doesn't remind me of his era because I'm on his era right now. I'm on season 7, and this episode doesn't really remind me of. Oh, this episode doesn't really remind me of it. And Wolfie has some strong opinions with season 7. I actually have like some
Yeah.
season 7 references that I will talk about in this episode because I'm on that one right now. But we'll get into that later, I guess. Ninja, did you find anything?
For once, no, I actually haven't.
Oh
I'm
wow.
trying to look, but yeah. I mean, the only thing on here that's really of interest in here is apparently during this time Captain Jack was 35.
Oh.
Was it?
Yeah, that's what it says on here.
Oh, right.
So, Ninja, have you seen Torchwood?
No. Oh wait, actually, another thing that on here, I think you were asking about this before, but yeah, it just talks about the gas masks people as gas mask zombies
Oh.
in here.
yeah.
Oh, that makes
Yeah, it
sense.
does.
Yeah.
So, are you ever planning to watch Torchwood?
I might at some point, but I don't know.
All right. Well, I'll
Just
keep.
make sure you watch episode 2 by yourself. Just saying.
Oh, yeah. Um,
Okay.
episode 2, season 1. Well, I'll keep that to a minimum. 'Cause I don't really want to spoil you. So, anyway, what did you guys think about the two-parter?
10 out of 10.
Incredible.
Oh yeah, we all have the same opinions. I did like I don't know. I don't remember my first initial reaction, but rewatching it, it was like really good.
Yeah.
All right. So, let's get on. Oh, this is going to be a long one. I have so many notes. So, I always decipher the episode. You guys can interrupt whenever you have your own notes to go to, but
Okay.
but yeah,
Will this one be longer than the Slovene two-parter though?
maybe that was an hour and 30 minutes after the editing.
Yeah.
All right,
Let's
let's
see
see.
how off topic we can get.
Yeah. Like Wolfie's school.
Well, it's
It doesn't even have anything to do relating to the podcast. I just like bringing it up.
right.
All right. So the episode starts off with the TARDIS following some object in space, and wherever the object goes, the TARDIS goes. And then we can see the time vortex, which I noticed that it kind of changes as the series progresses. Like in season 7, we can see the time vortex, and it looks totally different to how it does in season 1.
Oh yeah.
So
I think it's just change of
Yeah,
showrunner
yeah.
or design team, really.
yeah,
So each, I suppose.
that's what I mean. That makes sense, but it doesn't make sense in the universe if you think about it.
Maybe it's just different time tunnels.
Yeah, maybe
different
different
ways
time
of-
vortexes.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, just watching it back after watching season 7, I really enjoyed the first season intro. The intro for the season 7 B, I guess it's called, is kind of weird.
Oh, it's so bad.
I wouldn't say it's bad, but
Um,
it is my least favorite out of all of them.
Well, yeah.
I like the fact that I can see Matt Smith's face, though. He looks devious. You can just see his face just appear for a split second.
They need to bring that back. Having
Just
faces,
faces
in
in
that
it.
sequence.
I actually like that.
Yeah.
And then when they walk out of the TARDIS, there's something watching them. That seems to be a theme. There's always like something watching them. I forget what
Yeah.
episode. Oh, it might have been the last
Yes.
episode actually, where there was something. Oh, I forget.
Yeah, where the Reapers were okay, that almost sounded really bad, but it's gonna sound really bad. Watching the playground.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
That's basically what they were doing.
yeah.
yeah, true.
And saying it out loud, it is yeah.
Yeah. And then we are in London, but we don't know what time period it is. I mean, we can make assumptions throughout the episode, but it takes a while for the doctor to actually say what the date is. And I went back to my reaction like 2 years ago, and I guess I thought they were in Germany because people in my comments were saying that they are in London and not in Germany. So I can't believe I thought they were in Germany at my first watch through. I don't know why I thought that.
Yes. The famous
German Blitz.
German landmark, Big Ben.
Oh, can't believe I thought that. And then Doctor shows Rose the psychic paper. And is this the first mention of John Smith? If you,
Um,
I'm not
it
sure,
has to
actually.
be. I thought David Tennant introduced
Uh,
John Smith.
Oh no, John Smith
No.
is the nickname's been around since like Second Doctor in like
Oh,
1960s.
really?
The Wheel in Space. That's when it first. Why do I remember these?
So the Doctor's been using John Smith just like since forever.
Yeah.
Okay. I really thought, okay. That was pretty cool. And then Rose hears a child call for mommy, which is kind of weird. So she goes around, looks at a roof. She looks at a roof, and sees a child with a gas mask. And then the doctor enters some sort of lounge. There's some people smoking. There's a woman singing, and doctor makes an announcement that he asks the crowd if anything has fallen from the sky, and they all laugh at him. And then they cuts to another scene of Rose looking for the kid, and then as they laugh at the doctor, the sirens show up, and then that's when we finally know that what time period we're in, because we see a poster that says Hitler will send no warning, and then we realize we're in the London Blitz. And then Rose is climbing up this rope, and then the blimp takes her, or whatever that was, takes her from the sky. And if it was me, I would have lost my grip and fell. Like
Yeah, I have no idea how she holds it.
For how long she was holding on to that thing.
Yeah, to be honest, in my notes, I've literally just got it down as magic rope.
Magic rope. Why? Because it doesn't let her go?
Yeah, I guess.
And then as she's like flying over, we see the bombings happening over London. And the doctor gets a phone call from his TARDIS, which surprises him because it's not connected to anything. So then the girl comes to him and says not to answer it. Then the girl disappears. Oh, my throat. I need some water. And then a child answers the phone and asks for his mommy. But doctor says it's not a real phone, so it doesn't make sense as to why the kid's calling him. And then the doctor watches a family go into the bunker. And then where else? Where can I skip to? Because I'm all right. And then Rose is still flying over London as all of this is happening for like 5 minutes. I don't know how long she was doing it for, but it was a while. And then this is where we meet Captain Jack, who ended up saving her. And yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this, but yeah, we meet Captain Jack, and he's watching the woman, which is, I don't know why I said the woman. He's watching Rose. And the first clip, the first scene that we've seen of him, he says an excellent bottom to Rose. And the guy behind him says, "Sir, there's a time and place." So do you guys know who created this character?
I think it's similar to how, as in, I think Russell T Davies might have come up with the concept of the character, and then Stephen Moffat actually wrote them. So, yeah.
Wait, so what do you mean? I thought Russell T Davies wrote Jack.
Oh, he does in like the series. Yeah, you've seen that series 3 finale.
Oh, okay.
But I think it's a bit like River Song. Like Stephen, to be fair, he did write the episode. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just give up.
You just give up?
Yeah, that's my life.
And Jack is already depicted as someone who flirts a lot, which you said not to mention this or whatever, but I watched a scene in the next episode, and it really does make sense as to that picture you sent us earlier.
Oh, that.
You can go into it if you want.
I mean, it's not just the captain; it's all characters, I suppose.
Yeah.
But mainly the one in title.
Because the doctor keeps saying that they dance with a whole bunch of people in the future.
Yeah.
So where am I? Okay, and that girl, her name's Nancy, but we don't know that at first. Nancy rounds up all the children to have a dinner at that family's house when they go into the bunker. And then cuts to, they do a lot of cutting in this, like they do a lot of like cutting from one scene to another in this episode.
Actually, that reminds me of what one of these things means. I've got down that when the kids are going into the you can see the shadow of the empty child.
Wait, when the kids are having dinner?
No, just before when they're going into the house.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Oh.
Did you see that, Wolifee?
No, I didn't.
Oh, wow. Nindra was able to find something that Wolifee didn't.
I know.
And then yeah, Captain Jack saves her, and they're in a ship. And I forgot about the ship because of I was like, well, hey, where's this ship in Torchwood? But end of next episode, we know what happened to it. And I find it kind of funny that Captain Jack and Rose Tyler are flirting with each other, and in the Titanic movie, there's characters called Jack and Rose who are together. I just thought that was
Okay,
pretty
that's
funny.
another thing I didn't even. Yeah, that's.
Just Rose and Jack, two names.
I mean, I'm guessing it's just a coincidence, but it
Yeah.
won't surprise me at the same time.
Yeah. I think that movie came out in like the 90s or something.
Yeah.
And a Rose faints in Captain Jack's arms. Man, they're really having like Rose flirt with everybody.
Yeah, another reason why
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's Captain
Well,
Jack,
maybe.
and he kind of does it himself, so I don't know. The kids are having a dinner party, and then they're like, "Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you," and then a grown man's voice says, "Thank you," and the doctor interrupts.
Wow, Doctor has appeared.
The doctor has appeared, and then doctor says it's 1941, so we have a set date. You know, we can kind of make our own assumptions, but we finally have a real date as to what the time it is. And then what was it? Oh yeah, and it seems like the girl Nancy knows why the phone rang, but she won't tell the doctor what it is. And I have a lot more to say about Nancy, but that'll be later on because I really do like her character. You guys like Nancy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll let you know why I like her so much. And then the mommy kid knocks on the door, and then Nancy runs to the door and locks it. Nancy runs to the door and locks it, and then Nancy explains to the doctor how it's not exactly. I don't know what she says. It's not a child or something. Like she says that.
Oh, actually, I think I've got another. I think I've got a quote from this section.
Yeah.
I don't know whether it's her who says this, but I assume it is. I've got down a quote saying he's empty.
Yeah.
Is that what
Yeah,
she
I remember that.
says?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I like how Nancy takes initiative. And I mean, I didn't really know I didn't even through my rewatch, I was like, why how is she able to take care of these kids like this? But we kind of learn later on. And again, Nancy says, yeah, there we go. Nancy says not to touch the kid, and the gas mask kid will make you like him, and then she says he is empty. And then when the kid goes back through the mail slot thing, we can see the scar on his hand. And then Captain Jack said that he's part of the Royal Air Force and American volunteer, but he's lying because it's psychic paper. I love psychic paper. I think I've said this many times in this podcast, but I don't know. I really like that device that they use.
Yeah.
And then Jack and Rose find out that they are not from this time period. And what's that device that Jack is using? It looks like a sonic screwdriver. Like it's not the big device. It's the little device that he turns on Big Ben with, I think.
I don't know if that's ever explained, to be honest.
It's not. I'm just wondering.
What about the one that later on makes like a square in the wall?
No, that's like the big
Hospital?
one. He used like a it looked like a sonic screwdriver, like the little one he had. You don't remember?
I'm not sure. I mean, the first thing that comes to mind is vortex manipulator, but no, that doesn't really fit the description of what you said.
What if
I don't know.
Wolifee looked inside the time vortex? Or what's that thing called that the doctor looked into or whatever?
Oh, the temporal schism.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
Untempered?
Temporal.
Oh.
Yeah.
What would happen if you were to look into it, Wolifee?
I would go insane, but I'm already near. Oh, the untempered schism.
I said untempered.
But I'm already near that. Well, yeah, I suppose.
Is that the one the Master looked into, or the one 11 looked into?
I think that's the one that
the Master. I think.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you want about the one with the Master or the cracks from 11's era.
Oh, I don't know if they. No, they're not really.
All right, so and then Captain Jack says he was expecting time agents, and then I wrote down he's not one, but then later on it's revealed. that he was one. So without, I guess, I don't know. I don't know if I should ask this. Nah, I don't know. I'll ask this at a later time. Cause where I'm at, I'll ask this at a later time where I'm at. Because I'm on the episode right before the name of the doctor, so I'm almost done with
The
that
name?
season. Yeah, there's an episode called The Name of the Doctor or something, isn't it?
Yeah, there is. That's the.
I haven't seen it yet, so don't say anything.
I'm not gonna.
Okay. Got it.
Oh, never mind.
I think we should do a podcast just talking about season 7 because Wolfie has strong opinions on it.
Well, we'll just wait till we actually get to that series if we
Oh,
ever get there.
oh yeah,
Not
it's
gonna
I mean,
one-
it took us
the
8
end-
months.
Like the ending episodes of season 7 are really good, in my
Mm,
opinion.
yeah, they're alright.
Or-
Anyway, moving on.
Okay. So where are we? Oh wait, and Jack heals Rose's hand with what was it called? Nanogenes?
Yeah, nanogenes.
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 I want nanogenes. We should go find some. And then
Yes, I believe they sell them at every shop
yes.
in the world.
Yeah.
And then Rose and Jack go to the top of the spaceship. And that scene's there's 2 memorable scenes in this 2-parter that are memorable to me. This is one of them. I don't know why it's memorable, but I did really enjoy the scene of them just standing on top of the ship.
Although-
yeah.
Wouldn't the Germans easily see that there's a random spaceship?
Yeah, but
Next to Big Ben.
it was hidden at first until Jack did something to make it non-hidden, if you remember. There
Yeah,
was
but after it wasn't hidden.
oh.
Let's just not think about that. And
Well-
just move on.
I mean, it is night.
Suppose.
And then Captain Jack and Rose dance together. Oh no, I skipped some stuff. Nancy's putting some food away, and then Nancy tells the doctor to meet the doctor, which is eerie. And then
Also,
yeah,
I don't know. I'm not 100% sure which scene this is from. It might be the one you just said, but I think it's the Doctor who says this, but I'm not sure. But I've got down here, my nose has special powers.
oh yeah, that might be around that same scene. I'm not sure.
I know it's super random, but I just thought it were a funny quote.
I do. Yeah, I do kind of remember that. Do you remember that, Wolfie?
No.
You
When the
rewatched this so
Doctor
many
talks
times.
About his nose's special powers.
I can't remember.
You can smell everything in a 120-foot range.
Yeah, they were talking about his ear,
Well-
how big his ears are, and how big his nose is. I remember that.
Well, apologies for not remembering every single line in the episode.
You're telling me you don't know about the Doctor's famous nose powers?
Oh no.
No, I don't. I mean, I sort of do from later series-ish, but
How
I
later
can't
series? He's only
remember.
been in one.
I know, but I don't know.
All right. Oh, and right here, I didn't really. Oh, yeah, Captain Jack, Harkness, and Rose dance, and I didn't like Captain Jack Harkness at first because of this episode, but rewatching it made me realize that it was a good introduction for his character to the universe.
Yeah,
Yeah, like and I don't know, it was just a good introduction, and I didn't like him at first, and I don't think I liked him until the episode. It might have been the next episode actually, the episode where Mickey and Jack, Jack and Rose and Doctor were all out together. Was that Boomtown?
oh yeah, I love that story.
So yeah, and then okay, so I'm about to do a speech right now, so I want you guys to listen.
Alright.
Oh, that's
And
Sitting down.
all right, so here it is. I don't know how I can say this correctly because I'm all over the place, but this is what I wrote. So Doctor says Nancy lost somebody because of the way she looks after all the kids, and Nancy says she lost her little brother. And I really like the character building in this episode. I feel like this era made me care more about the side characters than the Stephen Moffat era did. And I really love the Stephen Moffat era. I'm on it right now, and I really like his stories. But there was something about the side characters that the RTD era had, which made me really care for them. Like in season 7 with the dinosaur one, they introduced Rory's dad, and I don't care for Rory's dad. He's kind of weird, but I cared for Nancy in this one episode, and it's kind of it doesn't make sense because Stephen Moffat did write this episode, so there are some
I
paradoxes or whatever. I mean, it is RTD's era. Stephen Moffat wrote this one, but I just care, Captain Jack, Jackie, Sarah Jane, even Mickey. Whereas Stephen Moffat has like that Soloran lady and then the Sontaran that keep showing up every now and then.
oh, the Paternoster gang.
What?
That's what they're called. The Paternoster gang.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's my speech. What do you think?
I agree, actually.
Yeah.
I think one of the this is nothing against Moffat, but one of the reasons I agree is because I actually prefer the family dynamics.
This
That
era.
is in like series 1 to 4. I actually quite like that because obviously we've got Jackie, then we've got Martha's mum. I've actually forgotten her name. I can't remember. And then obviously we got Donna and her mum and Will.
I didn't like Martha's mom.
Yeah, neither did I, to be honest. But she was up. I don't know. I just feel like Martha got treated unwell. So, but that's a story. It was free. Yep. When we eventually get there.
I don't know how deep, I don't know how political and deep you want to go with these podcasts, Wolifee, because I'll let you do whatever.
Right.
So
that's about it, really, to be honest.
Yeah, and I really do enjoy the Moffat era. It's just I find that both showrunners did something better than the other, in a way. Like they both have their perks.
Yeah, they've both got the pros and cons.
Yeah.
So.
And yeah, it's kind of funny because I said Stephen Moffat wrote this episode, but yet I enjoy, Nancy more than his. I think like his best recurring character is like River Song.
Yeah, I quite like River Song.
Yeah. All right, back to the episode. Well, we weren't really off topic. We were just talking about future. So Doctor goes inside the hospital where he sees the bodies on the beds, and he goes to another room and sees bodies with the gas masks, and then an old man walks in, and the old man is Dr. Constantine, and is that? Let me see. I'm about to search something.
Constantine.
He says Constantine, but it has like a meaning.
I know. What was the other show I watched?
Legends of Tomorrow.
Like a Marvel hero.
There's a DC character called. There's a DC character called John Constantine.
Yeah,
okay, that might be the one I'm thinking of.
I think what show was it? I think it might have been The Sandman.
Oh.
And the person who plays Clara, you're right, Clara now, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Evil. She played, I think, Constantine in The Sandman.
Like
she was actually really good.
The Sandman, the new one.
It was a series. I don't know.
Oh yeah, it came out last year.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm surprised you watched that. Did you watch it?
Oh, I watched the first 4 episodes.
Oh, you didn't finish it? I never seen it before.
It's pretty good. I just never got around to finishing
it. And we see Dr. Constantine has the scar on his hand. And then we learned that there's no cause of death because they weren't dead really. He says Dr. Constantine says they weren't dead really. So yeah, when they wake up, he says they are harmless at first, but then he stops talking and he becomes the gas mask victim, and it's so disturbing when
that scene was just horrific.
Yeah, and if you pause in the perfect place, you'll just see a deformed face with a, yeah, and Captain Jack finally meets the Doctor, and they don't start off on a good foot, or whatever, however you say that expression. And Rose asks, you don't even have a name, Doctor Who. I like when they say Doctor Who.
Mm.
Do they ask Doctor Who a lot in Classic Who?
I don't know actually, but I can't say anything.
All right.
I just hate it. I hate it. I'm sorry, but I hate it.
You don't like Doctor Who? Like the
No.
expression?
No, it just when it's done like once every so often, that's fine, and it's just like a quick throwaway line. But
Yeah.
when other stuff happens and it
Mm.
gets overused, shall I say, really trying not to spoil anything, then it might get a bit boring after a while.
Yeah.
And
It's like
start to be
it's like what you say with the
cringy.
11th Doctor's theme. You said they played it too much, now you don't like it.
Oh, right.
I love his theme.
I just hate stuff being overused. So
Yeah.
yeah.
How about that actually never mind, I won't say that.
No.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. And Captain Jack says that he threw the empty space junk at the TARDIS so that he could con them. He's a con man, he's a con artist. And then I like how eerie this I mean I always say this, but you know, this story was eerie and then the Doctor was eerie itself. You know. And
Yeah.
all the gas mask people wake up, and that's the end of episode 9.
Hey.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh yeah, I forgot to read the plot of the episode. I'll read the plot right now.
No. No.
London,
right.
1941, at the height of the Blitz, a mysterious cylinder is guarded by the army, while children are being terrorized by an unearthly child. Okay, so now we are on to the Doctor Dances, episode 10. Told you it's gonna be a long one.
Wow, that was a very small break.
Yes. All right, let's start. So the Doctor tells them to go to the room and acts like their mommy, and they all listen. And then it seems that the Doctor isn't a big fan of Captain Jack, which makes, I guess, the viewer not the biggest fan. I guess I don't know. They kind of want you to think he's kind of weird. What'd you say?
He is a con man. So
He's a
I'm not
con
sure you're
artist.
supposed to like him.
Yeah, I guess you're not supposed to like him until his own show.
Yeah.
And then Nancy thinks that she runs into Jamie, but it was an actual kid with a gas mask, so they all leave. But then that family comes and captures Nancy. And then Captain Jack has a 51st century sonic blaster, where it turns out that the Doctor blew up that factory or something.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah, I remember that.
And they go to a room where they say what? Oh, they go to a room where they say something powerful and angry got out, but then they realize it was a kid because there's kid drawings all over the place. And that was another another good scene of us showing of them saying something big and powerful got out, but then they cut to kid drawings. And then they say the original victim kept asking for their mommy, so that's why all the other infected people keep asking for their mommy. And then Nancy knows that the reason why this family has all the meat is because the husband has been messing around with the butcher. I found that kind of funny. Instead of the wife, it's the husband. Would you mess around for some meat?
Well, I mean, it depends.
In the London Blitz.
I mean, it depends. Wait, does it? You know,
It depends. I like how Wolifee just said it depends.
Well, yeah. Moving on.
All right, and they make their wait. Where are they? Oh yeah, they make their big escape. I actually really like this part. Jack is able to like remove the wall and then bring back the wall, and he called it a digital rewind. And it really impressed me on my first watch through. I remember. And they run through all. They run.
The banana gun.
Oh
yeah. Yeah, I have a pop of Doctor with a banana. And then a pop of David Tennant. Where are we? I wrote down. This is what I wrote down. They run through at all.
What?
Oh, I think it's supposed to be. They ran through a hall. My words got my typing. They ran through a hall, and all the gas mask people burst in, and it looks like they are cornered until Rose breaks down the floor. And this is what Nindra mentioned earlier. And then Captain Jack and Doctor bicker about the sonic screwdriver, and then Captain Jack disappears. Where did he go? Well, we find out later. And there's a kid on a typewriter. Moving on, another scene, the kid on a typewriter. Nancy gets a little mad, but then she gets, you know what, it's okay. And then later on, the typewriter sound is still there, but the kid is no longer typing, and it's typing on its own. How? So do we ever get? We never even get an explanation as to. I mean, I guess it's the nano genes, but
Yeah, most likely.
how can the kid call the phone or type the
Oh,
typewriter or stuff like that?
oh, I sort of remember this bit from when I was watching this morning. Oh, it does get explained. How's it get explained? I
Forget.
think because that's it. I know we're jumping ahead into the future, but um, when all the gas mask zombies burst into the bomb site where the
Yeah.
Chula warship is, I'm sure one of the I think it might be Rose or someone who asks the doc something, and the doc says because it's a warship of an ambulance that it doesn't just fix them; it sort of equips them to fight,
Oh.
and maybe because the child was the first nano gene patient. That's why it's so strong. Hence why I was able to ring all the phones and
Yeah.
that.
And it's just like what future technology or something.
Uh, yeah, I suppose.
um. And then Nancy says that all the kids are in danger because of her. We keep getting more and more hints as to like what's going on here. Um. And then Jack is back on the ship and he plays the. I actually like that song. Do you know what the song's called? It's old.
Uh, we, there's
The
there's two I remember.
song where they dance, the doctor and one of the Jack and
That
Rose dance.
that one, I think that's called "In the Mood"
In the
by
mood. That
Glenn
old
Miller.
one, right? Oh yeah, he did say
I
Glenn Miller.
Yeah,
Yeah, so Jack plays that again. And the doctor's trying to loosen the bars because he doesn't trust Captain Jack. And then Rose and Doctor talk about all about the doctor dancing. Um and as they're
Oh
having
yeah,
a
actually,
con
wait.
oh
Um, before that, there's a funny quote. It's not that complicated, but it's when the doctor's trying to think the concrete, and when
yeah.
he goes,
oh,
Rose, I'm trying to resonate concrete,
yeah, that.
and I don't know why, I found that funny.
Oh yeah. And as they're having a conversation, they get teleported, get transported to the ship. Um and where am I?
Hmm.
Oh, I think this is before they get teleported actually. Or I don't know, it might be around the same time, but Rose tells the doctor that her hands are fixed because of the nano genes or whatever. And then on the ship, we learn that the time agency stole 2 years of his memories, which that's messed
Yeah.
up. What if someone stole 2 years of
Completely
your memories?
unrelated. I've randomly got nano machines on here.
Nano machines.
Yeah,
What are nano machines?
I don't know. I think I was trying to reference. Forgot what they were called. Forgot what the game were called. I
Minecraft.
don't know. No. I forgot.
um, and then we cut back to Nancy, where she's like locked up with some. Oh yeah, Nancy goes to the crash site, but then she gets locked up near the man who's becoming a gas mask, and she doesn't want to be there. Um, and then Jack, Rose, and Doctor go to the crash site, and then Jack decides to distract Algie because Rose isn't his type. And this is where they have a conversation about where Doctor says in the future like what they like. Well, he says something about like they prefer everybody or something. You know what I'm talking about? Like all the species they flirt with or something. You remember that part?
No,
You don't remember? I don't know.
no.
He's talking about how they dance a lot in the future with everybody. That's what they're talking
I
about.
think Yeah, I sort of get what you mean, but I can't actually remember the scene. I know
Uh,
it's in there, I just
all
remember it.
right. I don't know. I was confused by what he was talking about, but that's why Jack is so flirtatious. I guess that's what he explains. Um,
Oh.
And this episode actually this episode I actually really enjoyed it because it made me actually like appreciate Torchwood a little bit more because I've since then finished Torchwood. So yeah. Anyway, where am I? So Doctor saves Nancy. Oh no, Algie. Algie becomes a gas mask. Algie's that man. So Algie becomes a gas mask person, and then they hear a lullaby, and then they save Nancy. She's singing the lullaby, and then all the gas mask people wake up, and they're heading to the crash site. And as they're heading, Nancy asks Grace, not Grace, where'd I get that name from? Nancy asks Rose, whether it's like what's her future, and then Rose tells her that it's not the end, it's the end of the world. Don't worry. Um, it kind of goes to show. I like this part because they wrote in like how some people in this time period had no hope for the future. So I did really enjoy that aspect of it.
Mm.
And the empty space junk actually had nanogenes in it. And then this is where Wolfie was talking about how they found a dead child at first wearing a gas mask, and that's the
Yeah.
that's why it happened. So now all the gas mask people come to the crash site. And the doctor doesn't know what to do. Then Nancy says it's her fault. And this part I completely forget about. But Nancy is the mom. She's not the brother. And I can't believe I completely forgot about this part. So that's why the kid keeps asking
Oh.
for his mommy,
Yeah.
But did you guys forget too?
No, I remembered it. Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Although,
Nancy.
yeah,
Yeah.
it is nice how it is quite good how they hint at it. I mean, to be honest, with the previous scene with where she's with what's his name turning into a zombie, she does manage to put him to sleep.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Obviously, how she'd probably put
Put
a
a kid to
kid
sleep. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. And then they hug together, and then I like this part. Rose keeps asking questions, and the doctor just completely shushes her as they're hugging. And the nanogenes are recognizing the same DNA or whatever, and then yeah, the doctor's able to take the gas mask off from Jamie, and then Captain Jack brings the bomb. So wait, where did the bomb come from? Captain Jack has a bomb on
Oh.
his ship.
No, that was because there was a bomb going to fall there anyway.
Oh.
Because that's the whole reason why the captain put the Chula warship there.
Oh
It's
yeah,
so
yeah.
before Rose and Doctor went to see it, it had obviously exploded and all that.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. And then the doctor's able to save all the gas mask victims. He talks to Dr. Constantine or whatever, and then there's a good scene where the lady says, "All my legs are back," because she was missing one. And we're back at the TARDIS.
Wait,
And then-
actually,
yeah.
just before that, I just want to point out one of the best quotes from this. When the doctor figures out how to put everyone back to normal, when he says, "Everybody lives, Rose. Just this once, everybody lives." Such a
Oh,
good quote.
Yeah, that's a good quote.
Yeah.
I like the Ninth Doctor saying that especially.
Yeah.
And then
Especially with obviously after the Time War and all that.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
So then they're talking about Christmas and stuff, and then the doctor says that she got a bike when she was 12. So did Doctor give Rose a bike when she was 12? That's a good. I like that part. He might have.
I mean, it does have some creepy repercussions.
Yeah. I mean,
Hmm.
he most likely gave her the bike after he met her. He could go back in
Okay,
time.
That makes more sense. That makes more
Yeah.
sense.
And then the bomb. Hold on, this is going completely off topic, but what's that episode where the doctor? It was the 10th Doctor, and he couldn't save this boy's family or something. Do you guys remember?
You think I love the monsters?
Was it? No.
Are you
don't
thinking
know,
of
because-
the Sideman one?
No, it was like this episode where like the beginning of. Oh, it might have been Love and Monsters.
Out of all episodes to remember, that one.
Wait, what?
Really?
Oh
There's-
no!
Yeah, because his mum died or something.
Yeah, and the doctor
that's
couldn't
when-
save her.
And that's why they started the entire group. And then
Well, that part
That-
of the episode was actually decent.
And then they all turned into concrete.
well, one of them did.
And the fact the
rest
episode is
died.
48
they-
minutes. I'm looking at it right
Yeah.
now. Oh man, I can't believe I completely just thought about that. All right. And we learned that Jack has a 100% chance of dying, so he just has a drink, and then we zoom out
I mean,
where he
what else would you do if you knew you were gonna die? Like, what else would you do? I just
Yeah,
have a drink.
you just have a whole bunch of drinks.
Oh yeah.
We zoom out and he's in the TARDIS, and I find that pretty cool because the fact. Wait, hold on. How did the Doctor teleport him?
No, I think the TARDIS
Oh,
just latched on the
Yeah,
door.
yeah, yeah.
of the-
I find that cool because Jack teleported Rose and the Doctor, and the Doctor and Rose saved Jack. I like that part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then before that whole thing happened, though, Jack said he ended up in bed with both of his executioners. Imagine being the 51st century must have been a freaky time.
but
Would you want to live there?
I mean, it depends.
Seems
If
like a lot
it's-
of sexual stuff goes on.
Anyway, that's another discussion for another time. Definitely not on the podcast.
Oh, and this is the second scene that I was talking about that was really memorable to me. I like when the Doctor and Rose were dancing. I really enjoyed that part.
Oh,
I
I
remember.
love that.
Yeah,
And the TARDIS party.
the TARDIS
Yeah.
party, and Jack is just looking at them. And then the episode ends like that. This was a great two-parter. I think it's my favorite. It's like honestly a really great two-parter in the entire show. I feel
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
this
It's definitely
two-parter was
one
really
of my
good.
all-time favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, personally, before I rewatched it, it was one I liked, but not one that I really liked. But now, like, wow.
Yeah, me too. Like I always did like this
Mhm.
one, but
I'm excited for the
Yeah.
ones that come after this.
Yeah,
Like
it's a
12 and
This
13?
one's a nice mixture of like horror and hope.
yeah, and like
Yeah, yeah.
especially I really enjoy historical episodes, and it was a good historical episode as well.
Yeah.
So, what else do we do after this?
The
Oh yeah,
the
we
ranking.
do the ranking stuff. So,
And don't worry, I haven't forgotten what I say at the very end. Don't worry.
oh yeah. So before we do the ranking, anyone have any final thoughts?
No, not really.
All right, let's go on. Okay, we are at the ranking. Probably one of my favorite parts of the podcast. So I think. Okay, I'm just gonna say I think it should go at number 4.
To be
I mean,
honest,
we've only got
Pers-
2 stories left. So
this is a
Yeah.
problem because it is really good, but yeah, you do raise a good point. All the other ones are also really good.
Do you think we
I
should?
absolutely.
Do you think we should replace
say 2.
Dalek
Oh no.
with this?
Personally, I do think it is actually slightly better than Dalek. Like Dalek's
Yeah, so
great.
do I.
All right, well,
Yeah.
okay, this would be an easy one then. So we'll do
Yeah.
Dalek for
I mean,
this one.
personally, I probably would have actually put it at 1, but I guess I'll have to rewatch
I
the
think
other ones.
I think I
to-
know. I think I know which one will put us 1. I think it's
Yeah.
it's really obvious.
I think I know which one you're planning on putting as a 1.
Oops.
Mm.
Which one was the one? I
Yeah,
think it was Father's Day that we had problems placing. I forget which one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
I think it was Father's Day and Rose because Wolfie really wants Rose to be on the top, but then we had to convince him
Oh yeah,
otherwise.
Rose switched around so many times.
Yeah. Should so at the end, like once we do the final episode, should we like be able to list them, or should it be
Yeah.
just set in stone?
Yeah.
No, I think we
Well-
should be able to change them if we want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
All right. So next podcast will be Boomtown, which
yes.
is Wolfie's probably favorite episode.
I mean, you know what? It's yeah, probably.
What?
Anyway, we'll wait till we do it for then. Yeah. Cool.
I was gonna say, so I don't think should we consider ranking the specials, or should we just like have that as its own thing, like kind of like a break from
think-
ranking?
I think
like-
we could do both, really.
Both. Well, I mean, like, should we like rank the special, because it doesn't really like I don't know how to explain it. Should we rank the special considering it was season 2, or should we just not rank
I
it at
think we-
all?
Nah, let's do series 2.
All right.
And then when we've watched every single special in probably about 40 years' time, then we can rank all the specials separately if we want to.
Yeah.
Maybe in 40 years' time,
40
TCC will finally be
years.
finished.
Oh no, definitely not that quick.
I was gonna ask Wolfie. So the last time we were doing this, I
Mm.
think me and you were almost neck and neck with where we were at. Like, I think I was in season 5 last time we did this, and you were rewatching every episode before the special came out. And now that the special
yeah.
came out, were you able to rewatch every single episode?
Yeah, I was. I think I'd like. Oh no, I had like a day to spare. So.
Oh, okay. Because the last time we did this,
But,
like, yeah, it was like, yeah.
But I've started rewatching them again, up to series 1/14. So.
Are you gonna do that before May?
Yeah.
Are you?
So, yeah, I mean, I might as well if we're doing podcast.
Yeah.
So I've got to watch them anyway, and then I can just take notes.
Yeah.
Mm.
My goal is to, I don't know, this is a very, my goal is just to be caught up by before summer ends. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll definitely be caught up. I
Me?
think maybe August. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, maybe not. Yeah, you won't be caught up before series 1 comes out, or
Yeah.
season 1, but you're
That's-
definitely there before.
That's
August,
so it's so weird that they're rebranding it again with
I
season
think the main
1.
reason they're doing it is because for Disney. Is that because obviously it's on Disney now?
Yeah.
So it's
So
hard to explain with stuff. So I'm just not gonna.
all right, so that was the end. Oh, that was the Time Lords podcast. We came back for a long 2-parter, but it was a good one, and actually we went through this pretty quick. It was 55 minutes on my recording. For aliens, for the Aliens of London or whatever it was called, it was an hour and 30 minutes. So what were we
Took me
talking
out-
about for an hour and 30 minutes?
I have no. Was it that Nindra? Was it to do with like a lot of the themes being skin or something? I briefly
think-
remember that.
Yeah, I think that might have been the one where I brought that up.
Like
Brought
we
what
spent a
up?
good amount of time just talking about skin.
Oh,
Yeah.
I remember.
That's
I
very
remember for the
strange.
third. I remember for our third episode, the Charles Dickens one.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
spent
that
like
one-
I need to bring up that clip again, but we spent like we kept talking over each other at one point, and we all just stopped talking for like a good couple seconds, and then we started talking, and then we all started talking around the
Yeah.
same time again.
Yeah, that one got so off. That one, it was like a single episode, and I mean, we ended up putting it second to last, and it was almost an hour.
Yeah.
What were we talking about?
I mean, there was obviously a lot of references to like A Christmas Carol and all
Yeah.
that.
Oh, maybe that. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna I know we're kind of rambling on, but how long was that? It was an hour and 3 minutes on a single episode. We have not
Oh,
done
wow.
over an hour. Like that's the only single episode that's been over an hour. All right. But yeah, so we if we find time, there will most likely be another one this month, but if not, there will be another one in February. I had a lot of fun, so I might try and make time. But I am very busy. So we definitely will get this we definitely will get the season done by March. And then hopefully from there it'll be more consistent. But yeah, so thank you guys for listening on to this podcast. Leave down comments if you wanna battle Wolifee. You seem to be the
What?
favorite. You seem to be
And
the
if you did
favorite.
enjoy, make sure to hit that subscribe button with a master plushie.
Okay.
Master? Wait, but Wolifee
Yeah.
seems to always be the favorite of people trying to question him.
Because I'm incapable of performing simple sentences. And I
Yeah.
only end up confusing myself. So, you know.
Alright. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.
Bye.